Awesome, man. So what plans? You mean talking about a new record?
Yeah.
You told me a couple days ago that you guys have been started writing for it and stuff like that. So what's up with that? I mean.
Well, there's another thing. Influeed by Max, because I worked on one song on the new Soulfly record, Lethal Injection, and Logan Mailer's studios like right down the block from me in Hollywood. Like, oh, Max, like, Gloria Cavalera called me up and said, yeah, we're down over there, and I was like, we just got off a tour. You're working on a record now? Right. And she's like, well, we're almost done. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Like, I missed Bobby. He wasn't out there.
Yeah. I was in and out, dude.
Yeah, he was in and out.
Shortest time ever.
I don't imagine of seeing Mark Rizzo hanging out at a bar anywhere anyhow. So I didn't see him. So the next time we'll hang out. We'll go. I know there's a couple places in the neighborhood. It's like I go over there and I go. You've been here for 3 weeks and you got the record done already? He goes, yeah, this is the last vocal we're finishing. I'm like, this is how you do it.
Here's a pen. Here's some paper.
Yeah.
Start taking them.
Yeah, he's like, I've been thinking about titles. And I was like, you have any? And I said, yeah. And he goes, no, I don't like any of these. I got one, Lethal Injection. It's my Max Cavalera impersonation. And it's just like, and I just wrote a bunch of good, that's good, go sing it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. And then I was in and out of there in 45 minutes, and it's like, the song seems to came out really well.
My favorite song on the fucking record.
Bobby's loves it. I really, when I was like, whoa. Logan was just masterful at combining 3 vocals, bam, we're in there. It's like, okay, bye, see you later, see you on tour in a month.
Yep.
It's like, so in other words, when Prong, we're going to try to do that. I'm going to get Alexi down there, get in the studio, run through a couple of riffs, just, I do have, some songs that are like written, and then I patch some things together, and then bust it out, and just be confident going in there that you're gonna get a record done.
Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah,
without a fucking doubt. It's cool, man. You guys, with the talent you guys have, the 3 of you guys, and as well as you guys play together every fucking night, it's insane. It's gonna be, if this lineup is Prong, it's going to be such a badass record. And Tommy Victor, being Prong, has always made badass records. So I can't even fathom how this fucking record is going to turn out with the 3 of you guys being weathered and torn.
Yeah, there you go.
And you guys are in a fucking van and trailer on the last US tour. Just trudging. And some of those drives were fucking intense, man.
They were crazy. We were blessed to having with Mel Parsons with us. This guy, he was out there teching, road managing, handling a bunch of stuff, and then driving all night. Right. I got away with not driving. So that's another blessing of a trio. I'm not gonna try to inspire anybody to be competition with Prong, but being a trio is so great because if you're in a passenger van, you got the 3 back. Bunks.
I know, dude. It makes me so jealous.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, you know what? After the show, I go on my one bench seat. I'm fine. I'm like a pig in shit, man. I'm like, there. I got whatever, my iPod. Get a little Evian bottle to piss in, and then have a couple of drinks back there or whatever, and I'm fine.
I do the same thing. I go home, step off the bus. I own my own van, I own my own trailer. And all the other musical projects, I'm happy as fuck to get in the van, you know what I mean, and fucking go to the same places I just came home from, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. It's just music,
Well, yeah. I wish I owned my own van. That would be great because renting them for so much money. But again, it's it's not that bad to be in a van. A lot of people are like, oh God, you're going out in a van.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad.
No,
we did keep up with the bus. I don't think we could have been doing it on this tour because this has
been even worse, man.
Yeah. But this is great. The combinations have been great. We're sharing a bus with Insight and Rotting Corpse, and Walter, who's just got off a stage with Rotting Corpse. This guy is like he's driving the bus, and then he's singing and playing guitar with his band, and you're maintaining the bus, etc. So you can go out there and do it. It's like. It's the easiest job in the world, really. When you're in a band and we're going on a little bit, and it's such a wonderful experience. That's why I've been doing it for 25 years. It's fantastic. It's like doesn't matter. You know, people go, oh, you know, like, you know, maybe you're not as popular as you were again. But that doesn't mean anything. It really has nothing to do with anything. It's like, that's outside stuff. You go out there and, you know, you just do what you do, and, you know, you have a lot of fun, and, you know, that's the blessing of it. So, you know, for kids doing a band, you're on the right track. Just keep playing, do it. It's certainly better than, you know, like, you know, licking envelopes and stuff. So
do it yourself too.
Yeah, do it yourself.
Nowadays, it's the music business.
Yeah. Well, look at Bobby's doing this. You know, the video. This is the thing. That's why we started out the conversation. We were on years ago. I was there, like, penning out, like, you know, like letters to Henry Rollins and you know, and Ian Mackay and sending them, you know, Prong demos. And, like, you know, Henry did respond to me, and, you know, and Pusshead, what do you know? 2 years later, Pusshead's doing our album cover. You know, it's like, you know, this is how it was. Now you can do it with video. You get on the YouTube, you know, communicate that way. It's the same thing. It's just easier now. So just do it. But, you know, be original. You know, don't try to sound like every other band, and then you're good.
Well, especially, like I was saying, you know, it's like I've told people on the internet and stuff like that. It's like, well, you know, younger generation. It's like, I've never heard of Prong before. I was like, well, you have to do some research on this band. I was like, this band will blow your fucking mind. If you look at the year they came out, listen to that stuff, and then listen to music all the way up through there. I mean, it's a groundbreaking band. I mean, nobody was like doing this type of shit. I mean, it's like heavy as fuck with more groove than you could fucking possibly imagine in that, you know, involved, you know, and the music is phenomenal, man. And a lot of the younger generations, I think, on these past couple of tours has like really been catching on to that, man. And I never personally want to see Prong go away. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Yeah.
So it's just like, you know, there's no reason for it, you know, because there's totally people out there.
Yeah, I always think about when you say, you know, it's like like that. I mean, you know, that whole era. I mean, it's still out there. I mean, what do we like? Club? We saw Helmet. We're on tour now too. So, you know, it's like there's not that many bands from that era that are still going that much. So, I mean, and like you're right, the whole groove metal thing. But the thing we weren't just so focused on that. You know, we came from the Lower East Side of New York, and we had, you know, I don't know, like, it was called like a noise New York sound.
Yeah.
Where it was just like dissonant and dark, and we lived in, I mean, New York was desolate back then. It was like, you know, burnt out buildings and rats and garbage, and, you know, that's why the Cro-Mags sounded like they did.
Totally.
And, you know what I mean? And the Bad Brains, well, they're from DC originally, but it was just a dirty scene. It was, you know, I mean, you don't have that anymore. Unfortunately, you know, I mean, even towns like Kansas City, we're here now, where, you know, I remember, and I say this on stage, I said this is, you know, where we're coming through years ago, to walk down this block here, I'd have to have like a can of mace.
Totally, man, yeah.
You know what I mean? Now it's like, you know, there's bars and restaurants, everything in America that is gone glitzy, you know, and Euro. So, you know, it's a lot different now, but, you know, you could look back to the old bands and see where the streets came from, and, you know, somehow envision what it was like, you know. You know, I'm not knocking the suburbs, I'm not knocking kids today, and, you know, and the whole thing is just that, you know, we had to live it. We
every day.
Yeah, you know, when you we're run down by Puerto Ricans with knives and the whole thing downtown,
right,
you know, in Manhattan. So it's a different thing. And I used to work at CBGB's too, which was, you know, was a shithole essentially. So.
Fabulous, famous shithole.
Yeah, I'm not there anymore, man. It's like luxury apartments next door.
I know, how beautiful is that? It's
crazy.
Fucking pathetic.
Yeah.
All right, Tommy Victor,
man.
you fucker. Man, now the world fucking knows, man.
Thanks to you, Bobby. Appreciate it.
Fucking
man.
Awesome, bro.
Cool, man.
Told you. We tracked him down. We fucking got him, man. I'm probably gonna rip off some more of his shit when they play tonight too, and post that shit on there as well.
Do it. Yeah.
See you guys.